Oh my God, where am I gonna finish? Hi, boss lady. Thank you for joining. Please share the video. Let's just share and invite. I have good idea. Crazy. Oh, okay. Good to go. Good evening. good afternoon, good morning, from wherever you may be watching this video from. It's your girl, Mother General, in the building. In today's show, we'll be talking about cohabitation, which is gaining ground in our society in the world of today. So, guys, let's go. But before we jump into the video, I would like to appreciate all my fellow viewers, all my fellow subscribers, and for all those who are viewing and watching without subscribing, I say a big thank you, because if you were not without wasting much of our time, today is a Monday. I had a hectic day in school, but I still have that patience to come up with something because of the questions that they have asked me. I never ever married me before, so I don't even know me how we but I don't fornicate. Yes, we keep on fornicating day in and day out, even though it's a sin, but be firewood. So people they talk, and yes. So those of you that are married, when you join the live stream, you have any contribution to make as regard this topic, we are gladly grateful. We'll be welcoming. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the support that you'll be giving to the live stream. So let's go, guys. It's a great deal. We acknowledge the presence of our only CEO of the Apple Revolution, which has taken grounds now in Cameroon and in Africa, in some places in Europe too. Yeah, Apple Revolution has taken lots of space and it has gotten a lot of ground. He has done a lot, and he is asking us to join in the investment. Why not invest in Apple? The investment is for 2 years, renewable if you wish to. Starter is 100,000 francs, and per month or weekly with 100,000 francs, you gain 4,000 francs. But your principal stands by. No shaking. That one need to shake until the end of the 2 years. You may decide to withdraw your principal, or you renew the contract. So that is a good news that we will and see how it goes. It's a young Cameroonian that has brought up this initiative. If it was another person with a white skin color, we would have fallen behind. But Northwest Graphy, yes, count no go. He has brought up this. See, no, we just before. We just stay, can't stay. So when it does say go now, you start crying. Why? Because you were cohabiting. Cohabitation is illegal staying together. Two people, man and woman, decide to just shit on there for one place. They just decided they just be there for inside one house. Cohabitation has taken a lot of ground in our society. In our community, cohabitation is winning. And that is why most of us girls, we find ourselves in the situations that we are today because we preferred and accepted to cohabit with a man, and later on we started complaining. You complain from one man to another, from one neighbor to another, from one family person to another, but you chose stay. You decide to stay with them. Mama just stay. Mama just enjoy life. Yes, because say one thing or the other, it leads to something. So many people they do it, define it for their own way, but the truth be told, now say cohabitation and that process where some man and woman they just decide to stay together, they don't marry them. Yes, it don't come on now for Africa, passing for Europe. In the Western world, it is very normal. We just decided let's stay for 2 years. After 2 years, we separate. But now in Africa, oh yeah, we'll stay, we'll born, we'll finish, we'll come back, we'll go. Man don't die to go, we'll start here. Say that woman, the master don't die. They don't drive it. But when no lie, no certificate, no document, no day. Now just say we just decide to just say more, just stay. Yes. Now why that we will not get for the cry? Now why that we not get for regret when we is that cohabitation relationship or is that cohabitation say now marriage is not marriage. Now, is cohabitation a good or a bad thing? There is nothing good in cohabiting, but there is something good in following. You can date somebody, but do not cohabit with that person for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. No, it's very, very bad. Cohabitation is very, very bad because it has a lot of consequences that await you. Some people might cohabit and they end up getting married. Others may cohabit, they end up finishing before they were finished. Almost 4 picking, they leave you, they go marry a young, clean, slim girl. Yes, because you don't already use, you don't already give it to the water from you, and that's the end of you. So cohabiting with a man without a future is not okay. It is not good. My beloved sisters, please let us stop this act of cohabiting. Some of us are lazy. That is why we find ourselves in the situations that we are today. You can have a child with a man. It does not necessarily mean that you must live in that man's house with that child because you want him to take care of the baby. No, you cannot. You can still stay on your own and the man still takes care of the baby. If the man wants you, he will marry you. You can go and stay there. At the end, it becomes fruitful. He marries you because of your own attitude. You can stay there. He ends up not marrying you because of it, you were not his choice. Maybe it was a one night stand, and finally, Bele enter. You say no move, and you say one boy are picking because abortion is a sin. That is where we are getting it all wrong. We should stop cohabiting because cohabitation has destroyed most of us, our future. How many types of cohabitation are there? There are so many. There are so many different ways of cohabiting. You may have temporal or casual. You just want to be there for convenience sake. You don't want your people to say that you are of age, you are not living with a man. You just decide to go and temporarily stay with a man. You are cohabiting with a man and you are losing your beauty and you are losing your future. Maybe somebody was there admiring you from a distance, but since you could not wait for that your admirer to come, you were in a haste, you fall into that cohabitation relationship, you fall in the hands of a wrong person. Hi, don't be someone. Oh, one. Thank you, my brother. Welcome. Good evening. That's my computer teacher in the building. You fall into the hand of that man and you think you are fooling yourself, you are fooling somebody else, you are fooling your own self. Because after a long while, he's going to leave. You will go to where his mind pleases him. Number two, you can feel you feel that this dating is so sweet. You don't want to miss the guy, so you pack and go and stay with him. I remember that will be there for that quarter will be there for Goyoka subdivision day. You see get a million when they don't see television and cheer for money house. For boy your house, you say I go just go pack it tomorrow, you can't stay today. Just can't follow. The boy no get plan for you, but you don't see television and deck. You just go remain you for the boy house. Yes. That's another reason why people think that they can cohabit with each other. Just dating. Another reason why people cohabit is marriage trial. Whether marriage means that one way they put upon now they taste them, they soup or they cannot soup or they can't no. Some of us we do cohabit because we are trying to see if we can marry that person, if you can manage that person. That is what is pushing us into cohabiting. Others are just alternative, thinking that it might lead to marriages, and others they are just permanent, just trying. So these are the various kinds of cohabitation that do exist in our society. So how do we go about it? The truth is that we just have to stop it. You can go and do man, but do not pack and stay. Because if you pack and stay without the man officially doing what he is supposed to do, he is going to dump you. He will dump you at the end of the day. And when he dumps you now, society we can't start talking about now. Start getting up with that boy for 11 years. He don't work farm, he don't do all kinds of things with that boy no married him. But from the start, we were not there. I decided to pack my things and go and stay there because of my own selfish reasons. The boy will not drive me now. He will send me as I go home for the after the knack engine every day. If free one day for you, you take him. So he won't send you away. So those are the things that we are supposed to stay out of it when it comes to matters of relationship. Cohabitation. Some people think that when they cohabit with you, they start calling themselves, this is my mamasa, mamasa, mamasa. When you are staying with somebody for enjoy, he is not your husband. That one can will stay. Can will stay no be married. Cohabitation is not marriage, man. Cohabiting is not marriage. Marriage is when they have done the traditional right, the legal something, and the blessing. That one is complete. Even if they do the traditional, you can now call him my man. But some of who are I already chunk, so you go do traditional, no still end of the day. Well, why may they finish the fufu? So that is why we are supposed to stand firm on our own self. You can cohabit with somebody for 16 years, 20 years, 30 years. It's not marriage. You lie you old for day, you will die, but you are not his wife because he had never given something to your family. He has never called your family and his family to sit together that this is my legal wife. No. So cohabitation is not marriage. We should stop fooling ourselves because these are the things that make us look older than our age. We cohabit from morning till night. We forget the important things that we are supposed to do because we want to please ourselves. We want to please the society. Hey, that one will say if you be also my PK house. Yes, I know there was some PK house, but I don't know my house now. What I have, you don't have. You have yours, I have mine. Nobody's destiny can be compared with another person's own. So cohabitation is not a good thing. We just need to put an end to all this madness that we are going around talking in the society. Cohabitation is a very, very bad thing. So we should try to limit it. There is no law. There is no law that will protect you in a cohabiting relationship. There is no law. So it is very, very unlawful for you to be cohabiting with a man and you think that that man is your man. It is very, very unlawful. It is illegal. No matter how sweet it is, when the worst comes to the worst, you are not his wife. He was not married to you. So you were just cohabiting. You have just been on Jumba Palava. Now, why that way? You have stay together. So cohabitation is up to you. It's not committed. It is not. It's committed only for those who does it and finally they see the truth about it and they get married together. That's when they are set free. There is no jurisdiction in the civil law that supports cohabitation. Cohabit from now till tomorrow is your teacup. Nobody will support you in it. No in-law. The in-laws will be pretending because some of us in-laws are very good at pretending. But I, for what, I don't pretend. If my brother is living with you in the house and he's not married to you and you call yourself that his wife, I will tell them, mommy, go for him and if he marry you. Because my brother, you waste your time. We don't so tolerate rubbish. Because some in-laws will accept you and after you've given birth to kids, right? At the end of the day, they say, no, you are wicked. They start calling you names. That's how some of us are. Whereas it is not fair. If you can't tolerate something, if you don't want that they should do something to you, do not do it to another person. Because by the time you are doing it to another person's child, they will do it to your own child. So we should stop it. No civil law supports it. Nothing backs cohabitation. Cohabitation is not better than marriage. It's only in the Western world that they believe in cohabitation because they have agreed in it. But us Africans can't stay no wish marriage for no second. You know better past married. Because we always stay for the okay come, except when you stay for the day at the end of the day, they can't marry you good and fine. But if they don't marry you, sorry, you don't lose her. You don't waste like you wasted years, you come go back. Yeah. What does the Bible says about cohabitation? It is a very big sin. The two shall become one. The Bible does not say the two shall cohabit before becoming one. No, the two shall become one like husband and wife. In this our generation for today, and like can stay on beat everything, so don't even know which side we'll even put them again. We cohabit more than ourselves. It's a very bad thing. We need to stop it. We know that they always say this thing, they say the flesh is weak, the body is waiting cool. That is the step that we take to kill ourselves. Cohabitation is not to answer title. Which at the end of the day, the man will die. You will not see have that title. The cow will stay in Juma. Palava will still finish. You don't still even get the title. So what are we gaining from it? We have stayed in so many. We have had so many ups and downs relationships. Some of us we have stayed in with men thinking that this is our last bus stop. By the end of the day, the boss will still come on aside. So we should look onto ourselves and think. There's this girl who told me a story one day. I am married, you are not married. So what do you think you can see? You are single, I have respect. If such a person who is cohabiting throws you such an insult, but that's not. Because at the end of the scene, that relationship that she is cohabiting inside, when they were married, like I will stay. When my woman talk to me, I respect. You know that you wait for Isaac will stay. You can't stand. You tell me say yeah. That look and laugh. Or just look at just smile, just say thank you because you don't even know what you are doing. That same person insulting you about marriage will come back to you. I remember when I was growing up, right? I remember when I was growing up, when I had my baby, I had my friend. She had her own child. She was in the man's house. Hey, I don't feel born from my mommy house. Hey, you born from your mommy house. I said, mommy, thank you. No, my mommy house, no, my papa house. I don't ask you any question. I born her for house. But not long, she left that house with her baby to her mama's house. I said, sister, what's up? You know, we all wouldn't know our media house. She got married today. She has gotten married to 3 different men. But me, I see she don't be for you. I know what marry me and I didn't meet my pikin. So all that can will stay in for wait. You stay for 4 years, you want to pikin stay. Can will stay. We are cohabiting and we are destroying our future. Well, can will stay better. Can will stay better. But judge the can will stay in. Judge the can will stay. To cohabit, that's why I said it's a two-way thing. Some cohabitation leads to marriage. Others will even take you elsewhere. When I was talking about types of cohabitation, you heard me, I said trial for marriage. Some people do cohabit because they are studying each other. Now book, now literature will be studied, shall be yes, we study literature. So when they study that literature on arts and crafts, at the end of the day, they say, I say, no, na the one better. They marry them. So when they will still study and you know better, they don't marry them. So now they think that way it did for them. 3/4 for people they don't cohabit, they don't marry the partners where they cohabit. Me myself, I go for 6 months. You know what I go me because they spoil me money, but fashion no be there. They give me money, give me good to teach me everything, but fashion no be there. So I come on me. So those are the reasons that some people stay there. If it was another person, the person would have persevered because there was money inside. There was love, there was care, but the attitude of the man wasn't there. So I left. Until I was still naive too. So I couldn't stay. There are people that cohabit and they end up successfully. There are cases where you cohabit the man as the family will throw you out because they don't know you. Very handful of persons have succeeded in this cohabiting thing, in this kind of stay matter. And woman where you work out from one man to another, now lazy youths, now laziness. Because we have so many things that we can do, but we don't want to do it. We don't want to do. We can invest. We can use our hands. But you know, I don't say granola, I don't say plantain, I don't say watermelon, I don't say orange. Before I can define Gary or what my country say. So I'm not encouraging our girls to be lazy. Once a woman is lazy, that's when she's moving from one man to another. Her pants will be on their knees. because the clitoris is always open, waiting for something to get inside. Because if you don't open your clitoris, you don't have something to eat. You want to buy part, you don't have money because you are lazy. That's why they go for cohabitation. You cohabit with someone who doesn't love you, but you are still dying in that house. Because they will come and put food on the table for you. They will beat you, they will bring ladies, they still come and sleep on that same bed. But say, remember my padima for paying, no? Why they for Basa, the cooking, the green woman, and mommy, the can't drive her. If one two picking there for instant Jumba Palava all day. Because he handsome. Maybe I have to remember for day. Now, guys have been fighting because he handsome. But I never stayed in his house. All those that came and stayed there, where are they today? So cohabitation is not good. It's good just for a few people. Out of Africa, when you see a man staying with a lady, cohabiting with a lady, it's very okay. They have plans, they have futures together, even though not all of them, but 3/4 of those out of Africa, at least they succeed. But for Africa, when me and Una will come off for day, we know where to be, can will stay. That boy, they say, Madam Chibili talks away to them, Madam Gasa talks away to. So after 6 months to stay with my kid and married, fat lie. They don't go force the answer, make a sign certificate. They don't force the answer, go give oil for your family. You were they married and with oil. So they don't be force them. I may go do that thing. They don't go force them. Now, who the force was stupidity. Now, who the force was dullness to ourselves. Because we must stay with the fine boy. We want to be they don't laugh with for outside. With the complete crisis, they back home. The people that they succeed inside the crisis. Then they succeed because they stay with some man. Not in Jumba Palava to make and they succeed. Because they are hardworking. They can fend for themselves. No be na all my people from telephone don't come on. I pocket your 5,000 for your phone, you get 500 francs. Now profit that way, don't make her. You dash some man 10,000, say take this 10,000, buy even do invest or something, no na line. I think I chop bunny fish, buy a shwabi the way the pass of Cameroon. But when you will the suffer that money, you never even chop roasted fish. You did think you did get headache for another man, you drink paracetamol for another man with fever. Most guys that they for car will stay na laziness. So na laziness, no mean any other thing. Comparison, you want wear close way, you know fit work the money for buyer. You know fit clean orange again say because he have friend that he go 38, 13, you too you want go there. You hear say I've come the car come when I've come the car start. You want to look clean. You go car will stay, you go sleep with any kind of person just because you want to meet up. Now the thing that way you make our girls and they frustrate nowadays. Girl will still get 2 picking with 2 different man picking. They still want to go for number 3 man picking for go gain weight for day. So I want to go stay for this. So that made they call me say, Madam waiting. Yesterday they sent me some woman for 50 years in picture. Where that woman married for Nigeria. That woman get picking. He picking don't finish university. He did NYC. Youth service. The man never ever married for a life. But the man said, I don't mind go marry her. They wedded yesterday. My sister, now listen. 3/4 for the girls and for Africa days. That pay you and me and you come out. Where they can will stay. Now lazy youth. Because you know if you can will stay for money house for 5 good years. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Even if you work with that man will go marry to you will continue for the stay for the open food enter come out. You born 1 picking, born 2, born 3, born 4. Sister, I know the start country say we are shower. You finish their brother money. You still remain for the car will stay. You find waiting for the. It is now good God where that man get and forgive you. You go remain for how long for that money house? It should say at the end when that man don't die, your own losses. Because if a girl is hardworking, boss lady girl will be hardworking, no be stay for somewhere else for 2 years. That boy no go marry you. If the boy don't love you, the boy no go marry you. You like pack, you go stay for there, you work, you take your salary for government, you capital, that man is table. The man will chop, I go be another what was the topic the other day? That one there they can all can for go. Now so me say don't meet on a day. Your boy go enter be another boy will enter Jerusalem come, but see no ready for love you. If you're in a relationship that there is no love, no matter how much you put into it, no matter the suit you buy, you can't change it. You can't force love. You can't. So we are the ones facing our problems. If you don't be out for money, why you go stay for the money? As you block the man is scanner. If you go cohabit now with person now something they do one for you, so can you will remain in a dirty relationship because you are not out for marriage. In the Western world, it is very, very common. But for us in Africa, it is not common. Cohabitation for Africa, you know, if you go sign marriage with somebody, say, let's sign this contract for 2 years. It's very, very difficult in Africa for us to see such a thing happening. But for outside here, office sign and we say more just sign 5 years. After 5 years, we finish any back on after you want enjoy. No picking no get for come in. If picking can be okay, fine. Me and you will know what African sisters the way we get them. It be common for East African girls they feel do and they know get them before we so Nigeria, Cameroon, Malawi, all these countries, they are own they different. Our own spirit of cohabitation, they different. I'm talking this based on the questions that I have been asked. When you there for some cohabitation relationship where they cohabit, that man, now very few of them will support you. They'll support even your dream vision where you get them. Now few they go even want me to prosper. Now very few. Okay, take for instance now, man and me so some person be tell me say, you know, feel be with me because say I did social media. Hey, Papa, good thing. I said, Papa, thank you. You said your mind. After one can come here, I said, if you call me because I'll ask you was leave a man on top be naked. So you can't call me. We can't collaborate. We don't feel collaborate now. Because if you kiss me on top stage, it's what I like to do. I'm an actress, so I can do that. So you are mad. I said, don't be mad. It's what I like. If you want to love me, you love what I do. Because what you are doing, I will like you for that. You want crazy. I say for small beginning, I don't start at German. So the German not just big na big. So need no day. When you can tell me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. It's either accept it or you quit off the story. You don't even associate me. I don't be me for say one day. So many of our sisters have fallen in wrong cohabitation. For follow fine. For go sleep for day for night, come back be fine. But when we don't pack what in there, we don't pack, we don't go be for day. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Mommy die, you no show consent. Papa die, you no show consent. Mommy is sick, you no show consent. Now which can and jumba palava way be make up for day? After I start crying, wasted 16 years, you start cut size more. Now wasted 16 years, sister, I know they start cut shoot to other motor. It's really sad. We should advise our sisters to stop it. Because when you're asking these such questions, it's just like how many years? 4 years can we stay. My sister, you try it. Continue. The school is a good one. Just continue the staying. But beware. But all man don't like marriage, just like some girls they do it, they don't want a picking. They don't want them just picking, they don't even want married. I discovered it here that somebody told me that she just needs a child, but she doesn't want to get married. But she's not staying with the man. They tuma belle enter. He said the man say, excuse me, your time is off. Okay, you can now leave me. So that is what she did. But in that our own Africa country, Africa, you know, say we all capitalize for mind say cow stay na married. Now the thing I will have to make our sister they know say cow stay no be married, cow stay na jumba palava we if you see end at any time. Make you know way except say God enter for that palava, then he balance her up. It will be very okay. Cow stay need a defined relationship for you. Yeah, if you be lucky, another my own can be bad luck. But the truth now say, can stay, fine. My sisters, my brothers, if you are living with a girl that you know you will not marry that girl, please set her free. It's not prison that you will put her. Set her free and let her go. Let her be free so she can go and continue her life some way. My sister, if you are living with a man that you know that you don't want to marry that man, just leave him. Let's say, Papa, I beg you, continue. You are too good for me, or I'm too bad for you, please. So, if we end the story, so for peace to reign, think well before you go and cohabit. You go and do your cow stay. If you are doing your cow stay with the correct person, good. If you have an intention to settle the person, both of you can talk it out amicably out that you don't have plans for that girl. Let her go now that is early out. If another answer will be early, no wait where I don't be late, safe from my house. But you be too many every day to wash your clothes, the cuckoo chop. Who come the day for Bobby the soccer? It make a man cry in bed. Bye bye.